Everyone, did you know that learning drawing was like a meta skill? So it does not help you only in learning the skill, but helps you to develop a lot of things around that. It helps you to build a lot of patience, self-confidence, self-esteem. It helps you to analyze, observe things in a detailed manner. It helps you to know that if you make a fault, it can be corrected. It helps you to know that if you're doing something well, you kind of take encouragement and go forward with it in full throttle. So it's totally a meta skill and it can help you in more ways than one. And I can talk only about drawing because I have an experience in that. So this is Dr. Amrita Gandhi. I'm a dental surgeon by profession, an artist by passion, and an entrepreneur by choice. I am enjoying my journey as both a dentist and an artist. And this live is especially because I'm talking a little bit about the book I'm coming up with. I already have a coffee table book of mine which is going to hit the stands soon. Apart from that, I'm writing on how having a hobby can be so beneficial for a person in one's life. And contrary to the popular belief that only kids can have hobbies, it's not like that. Most of us are fearless when we pick up a hobby in our childhood because we are not worried about what people will tell us about how our work is, and we are not kind of worried about being judged. But that kind of slips into the background as we grow older, and we keep worrying about what is this one going to say about how my drawing is, or what someone is going to comment about my singing is. That's why people slightly go into a shell and just stop pursuing that. But it is very good to reignite your passion if you have had a hobby in your childhood. Again, it can be a sport, it can be singing, music, dance, writing, poetry, theater, drama, anything, drawing, anything. I'm speaking specifically because I'm into art, so I'm speaking about art. So this live, again, as I told you, is more for you letting me know if you have a hobby, or if your child has a hobby, or if anyone in your circle has a hobby. Please do let me know in the comments below how having a hobby has helped them. So I have been doing a lot of research for the past few months about hobbies and its benefits in one's life, and I have been taking interviews, and I plan to take more interviews of people to get a broader perspective of how it has helped each individual in their life. So as I told in my last video, if you have seen it, that being creative has been wired in us. It's kind of biologically and physiologically there in a human being's DNA to be able to create. Human being develops a lot of fulfillment, satisfaction, like kind of quenches that thirst of being creative, and feels very good about it. So all of us have a fancy to be creative. Some of us have taken it forward, for some it may be dormant. So for whom you think that you can take a go at it, please give a second look at it and do it. And there are a lot of things like indoor sports also which you can engage in. So many things. You can bond with your kids over art, you can bond with your kids over sports, you can bond with your friends and relatives over singing. So there are so many things like that. And I have noticed a typical pattern, especially in children. Children are nowadays into a lot of games, and which parents are really concerned about, that once they get into a game or once they are into their gadgets, they don't leave it. Have you ever thought why a child would want to do that, or why a child would be very interested in doing that? So whenever a child is playing a game, they are waiting to win actually. So they are waiting to get that appreciation, they are waiting to get that positive affirmation that they have won, and that's like a wow factor for them. So they are looking for that appreciation. So that's why they keep doing it, and it becomes addictive. So you reach one level, and then you reach another level, and then so on and so forth. You really can't blame the child also, but as a parent, it's our responsibility to slightly deviate them from gadgets or from games, and slightly move them to another area where they can still get appreciation. Suppose if they sing very well, or if they draw very well, if they start posting their works on Instagram, if they start doing something on YouTube. Nowadays even children are younger children or teenagers are doing so well in on YouTube and creating useful content, which is not only useful for them, for it is also useful for the entire community. So especially during the COVID, all of us, because things have been difficult and it has been really disheartening time for all of us out there, and I would have been actually being worrying sick if I was left alone without doing anything. Art has come like a blessing for me in disguise. I'm not really focusing on COVID as such totally, because I would have been only worrying. So art has kept me steered me away from COVID, though I keep updated on the news, and I do feel really worried at times about how things are shaping up, and I feel that this is going to last for some more time, and we have to kind of adapt to this new changes in our life and carry on with it. And while we do this, it's also important that we stay positive, and art has really helped me stay positive. And in this whole period from March to now, I think I have taught more than 80 plus students how to learn art in a rapid skill acquisition mode, and it feels so good about it. I feel really nice that apart from seeing my own diagrams and feeling happier, now I'm feeling much more happier and content seeing their drawings and seeing their artworks. It's like how a parent feels very happy when they see their child's success. I'm similarly feeling so happy about my students' success. So that's another thing which keeps me very keeps my mood uplifted all the time, and I feel very happy about it. So the reason for me to go live, guys, today is to give me a little bit of insight into you having a hobby, or anyone from your family or your inner circle who has a hobby, and how hobby has impacted them in their life, or how you can inculcate a hobby into your child slowly till steer them towards music, art, dance, or an indoor sport or something like that, and slowly make them lesser and lesser engaged with gadgets so that they don't get really too addicted to that. So also I want to emphasize one more thing here, that it's never too late to pick up a hobby or reignite that passion as you grow older also. Especially I've had students who are above 60 who have use their time in a very nice way. They feel very happy about themselves. They show their works to their children and to their grandchildren, and they feel so excited about it, and that's a different fun altogether. So they are also enjoying it. So hobby is not only helping children but middle-aged people, but also elders, and it as a community also, I think having a hobby and engaging especially music and things like that, you can engage with the entire community for things like music. So I also, as I was telling you, that I initially I only focused on art as a hobby, and I have, as I have mentioned in my previous lives, that I have my clinic and the art studio, which are just one floor above the other. So I did that because I could do both the things together. I didn't want to leave dentistry at any point of time, though I was doing well in art. I wanted to have the best of both the worlds. So I have started a studio called art gallery called Studio A, which is right above my clinic, and I do teach students there. But during quarantine time and COVID time, I have gone and additional step ahead, taken that extra step ahead, and done online classes, which has made it location independent. Previously I used to teach students who used to come to my studio, because most of my students wanted to sit with me in my studio. It's a lovely place actually. If any one of you is in Hyderabad, must come and visit me once the quarantine period is over. So they wanted to sit with me and learn, but then the issue with teaching in one specific area is you can only access people in that zone. So being location independent now online, I have people from all over the globe. I'm teaching people from everywhere, and I'm happy that I'm sharing my knowledge with everyone, and that's a very interesting thing. So if there's anyone who is also resonating with my thoughts that you can take your hobby to one step higher and look at it like a profession, or how to take it as a profession, I'll be glad to guide you on that. So if there's anyone who thinks that way, can connect with me. And especially those who are interested in teaching. I, being a dental surgeon, I always had that small nagging thing in myself that I could not do my post-graduation for few reasons. So I was not able to teach. Actually, teaching has been my passion. My mom was a teacher, a science teacher, and she was also an artist. So she is my inspiration in more ways than one. So whenever people would ask me, what would you do if not for being a dentist, I always would say I wanted to be a teacher. And my son also says that I'm a very good teacher. So he was the only one I taught. So I always had that urge in me to teach. So that is getting fulfilled now by teaching art. So that's a great combination, something which I love, and a hobby which I love. I'm putting those two together, and I'm teaching. So for people who are interested in teaching, or for people who are interested in painting, or people who want to kind of take up some commission-based works, feel free to connect with me. I would be more than willing to guide you on that. And the main reason for the live is I want inputs about people in and around you who are had positive changes in their life because of hobby. And I want to make all that real-time content a part of my book so that it resonates with my readers as well. And thanks a ton for always going through my lives, for whoever are listening to me and engaging with me on my posts. It means a lot to me, and I really appreciate that. And you also appreciate my works and my students' works. It's really, really nice of you to take that extra time, stop by my posts and do that. Thank you all, and have a great week ahead, and let's keep in touch. Bye guys, good night.